No, I was, as usual, recording. We're doing a little different recording tonight, so, all right, so we get a little different viewpoint. But I was putting in the video last time, getting ready to put it online, and I mentioned a story of Christy running to take a picture of the flowers. Did I ever finish telling that story?
No.
I didn't even hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't start it.
We were at the Biltmore Estate, okay? And you're driving down the nice road, it's a very pretty estate, and there's this huge field with sunflowers. And they are like massively big. And Christy was kind of getting into taking photography at that time, so she had her little camera or phone or what, I don't remember what it was she had.
There was no
It was
phone.
probably a camera.
There was no phones back then.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was probably one of these little digital ones even. The
Polaroid.
Yeah,
I'm not that old.
Actually, Polaroids come back around now.
Yeah, like
Now
yeah,
it's cool and it's
Yeah,
retro.
I
Back
have
when I was a
one.
kid, it was way different. The one I had as a kid, it sounds a lot different. Today's Polaroid just goes and it kind of shoots out. Mine was and then you had to, you know, so because I can remember during a Christmas cantata, I was supposed to take pictures for my mom and them, and I took a picture, but I didn't know it was right at the moment the song ended. And so, I'm like, oh, you know. So, but anyway, we pull off to the side. She wants to get a picture of the sunflowers, and she wants an up close, artsy fartsy kind of picture of it. So she jumps out of the van, looks both ways, takes off across the road, and then we don't see her anymore. Well, what she didn't know and what she didn't look down to see is that there was a ditch between the road and the field. So what we saw was, and pretend this is the side of the road, right? What we saw is nothing, and then we saw this come out of the ditch like this. We're like, okay. So that was the story of Christy falling in the ditch. But anyway, all right, so in case you guys don't remember from last week was fun, right? When the big church got to sit in there, got a little different view of how things were.
Why were we in there? No, it was not.
Well, we're just getting a different look on things, all right? So, Book of John, this I believe, right? So, it's actually John chapter 14. And we've been talking about different things, and John is really serious in what Jesus is saying. Okay, and I want you to catch this. John 14,
You alright? She alright.
verse 6. And we talked about these a while ago, but I want you to get this. Jesus said, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father but by me. Did you catch that? He says he's the way, the truth, the life. So what is he making?
Life?
He's making an exclusive claim.
Oh.
He's saying that nobody else can get you to heaven. Being Muslim doesn't get you to heaven. Being
Christian.
Mormon doesn't get you to heaven.
Being Christian.
Being anything else doesn't get you to heaven. It's only through Jesus. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what kind of claim is it?
Exclusive.
It's an
I was going to say
exclusive claim.
expository.
Huh?
I was going to say expository, but
She's gonna use a big word.
it started it with an E. I knew.
So what does that mean?
What was the word again? Exclusive. Oh, it's only like for that one thing. There's only that one way.
So what does that say about the other religions?
They're not the way.
Okay, they're not the way.
That
Go ahead. What do a lot of people in the world think?
God's not real.
Yeah, there's those that think God's not real, and that's not correct. So, but a lot of people think that their way, or there's a bunch of ways. Y'all look up here. There's a bunch of ways to get to heaven, right?
Yeah.
But Jesus says he's the only way. What does that mean? That means that they can't be, somebody's wrong. Either Jesus is right and they're wrong, or they're all right and he's wrong. So which do you think it is?
They're all wrong.
All right. They're all wrong. And if he's right, then that means all the stuff that he says about the way people live and everything else has to be true. And we have to follow that.
Mr. Bailey,
Yes, sir.
I'm an agent of the court. I have a warrant for your arrest from the United Nations War Court for hate crimes, speaking out against other religions, and I'm here to arrest you.
Okay.
It's
You want me to do it?
I will go in the front.
Okay.
Any
No.
weapons or anything like that on
I
you?
do not.
No, it's not. Donnie's not playing. Shut
Why is
up.
Christy smiling?
Phone and
Who's this?
keys. Phone and keys.
Cause I have
Wallet.
a
Okay.
busted
Come with me,
lip
please.
and it hurts.
Up first. Out here.
Go this way.
What? There's such thing as that?
Lee was afraid this was going to happen, so he had me carry this letter around just in case. So let me read it to you.
That's real?
The year is 2020, and for the past 3 years, we have been under the control of the United Nations. In 2017, an all-out war erupted in the Middle East and Europe, forcing the United States to attempt an intervention. Unfortunately, our military, government, and many businesses had been infiltrated already by the enemy. In an attempt to save our country, we held a vote to decide on ceding power temporarily to the United Nations. Thanks to the progressives in California and New York, the vote passed. Conflict raged on for over a year until a peace agreement was finally reached. The result of this agreement left Christians all over the world in trouble. It was decided that Christianity and a few other religions were deemed divisive and restricted. Some churches still meet but are no longer allowed to claim exclusivity, teach on sin, or against certain lifestyles. Even Bibles have been taken off the shelves and the app stores. Being caught with a Bible can result in a fine. Preachers must be careful or their messages can be classified as hate speech and the pastor arrested. This is what you have just witnessed. The church is not dead, it has just been driven underground. You are now to head to the kitchen and find your contact. Once they acknowledge you, make sure they are one of us by saying the phrase, "He is risen." They should answer, "He is risen indeed." If they do not, leave quickly, but if they answer correctly, then ask them for further directions. Good luck and God bless.
Wait, so he really just went to jail?
So he was just taken away.
I hope they don't arrest my dad. That's gonna be
Don't do that.
crazy.
All do it together, don't run.
Can I just leave my stuff?
Yeah.
They just left. I have the video camera. Oh my goodness.
Indeed.
It's fake. It's not fake.
The goal is not to put all of your balls in one, or eggs in one basket.
Why y'all smiling?
Find someone?
Did you listen?
Yeah, listen.
Okay, what they say.
That God has risen.
Indeed.
Indeed. Oh.
The goal is not to have a ball or put all your eggs in one basket.
This ain't real. This is fake.
So where should we go?
Is it just a setup?
That was the clue.
Hey,
Basket.
come on.
Jordan,
Wait.
where are you going? Get back here.
Then come tell us!
Tell us where.
And please don't run.
Yes, let's walk.
I can't breathe at the moment.
Oh, no, this can't be.
Oh yeah, just push me out of the way. That's
Is he red? Maybe he left his letter for me, yes.
Get arrested? What? That's not. That can't be real.
Whoa, this night shot's so cool. The 90s was amazing. Even though this was the 2000s. Hey, no running! I have asthma.
You really do?
Yes, I really have asthma. Did you not hear me breathing in there?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, you look so creepy in this. Look, Jordan.
Yeah. That looks like when they go ghost hunting.
Yeah.
Who left the door open?
Sarah?
Sarah? Fire.
I think she's in there. No running!
Yeah, but there's nothing out there.
You don't know that?
It's Miss Sarah. It's Sarah.
Why are you running? We said no running!
Alright guys. I was handed this, so I don't know exactly what this means. I hope you guys can figure this out. I'll wait till they catch up.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and I was handed this. I don't know what this means, but I hope you guys can figure it out. It says it may be new, but it is not finished. But it is a safe place to gather.
Church. Big church.
No running.
Listen one more time. I'm gonna read it one more time because we don't want to go to the wrong place. That may turn up really bad. All right. So it says it may be new, but it is not finished.
New church.
Don't run. Wait, Jordan, don't go in. Guys, don't go in. Wait for... Jordan, don't go in. Wait for them.
I don't know his friend. That's been there. Was he really arrested?
I don't know. Probably.
Can't be real. Mr. Lee's not
I
bad.
can't breathe at the moment because y'all keep running.
You know what's happening?
How many times do we have to say stop running?
1,000. I mean, I don't want Mr. Lee to go to jail. Oh my God! No! You play too much.
Be quiet. Let's go.
Can we turn our flashlights on?
Yeah, keep them on. There's light in there.
Oh, there ain't. Oh, yeah, there is.
Oh. Oh, shh. Have you watched The Purge?
Why is there an oven?
They were telling all these guys first.
So y'all come in.
This is some serious stuff.
I'm going to fall down. I already know it.
That guy.
Did you want to be careful? Don't see you on the steps.
I'm crazy.
No, that's fine. Just sit down.
Check him.
Just sit down. Y'all are lucky we didn't take a lot of your phones from you. Turn your lights off. Put your phones up. Put your phones up.
Bro, I don't want to die.
Put your phones up. There's nothing happening in here. This is a perfectly safe place.
Where's that guy? Is he
gone.
really a cop?
He is really a cop.
Wait, is that a prank?
We'll talk about it.
That's not funny though. That's really not funny though. I thought it was real. They did. Yes, I really did.
Guys, it echoes in here.
If you love me, you'll keep my commandments. Okay? So it's important. Put your phone up. Honestly, I want those up. Because the reality is, matter of fact, and we didn't do it, I was going to have all your phones taken from you. Okay? Because there is a church that's underground. What? There is a church that's persecuted. There are churches all over this world that have to meet like this in secret. All right? There are churches that it takes them days to get people to it because they have to run and do backtracking and move around and everything else so they don't get followed and they don't get caught. They can't take their phones in. Why? Because phones can be traced. They can be tracked. The church can be caught. And just like you saw here, people get arrested all the time. Pastor not that long ago in Iran, arrested, put in prison, years. Everybody's begging for him to be let out, in prison. For what? Teaching the Bible? It happens everywhere. China, a lot of Asian countries, Middle East.
Egypt.
Yeah.
India, I know. And that's
Jordan.
He was beaten
Yeah.
and disemboweled.
Not you.
Yeah.
They took his intestines.
Persian.
Right.
Seriously, because he was preaching, he wouldn't stop preaching.
They took your intestines out?
Yes.
And they killed him? No, he lived. He's still alive.
God healed him. God healed him. It's amazing. I heard that story. I think they told that at Greenhouse one time. Yeah, the pastor over there. You know.
So we're really not under attack?
I don't know. What did the letter say?
Oh yeah, it says if
What year is it now?
2016 to 20th century, something like that.
2020.
Yeah, it's 2020.
All right.
What?
So y'all entered the youth room and went into a time warp.
Oh.
You jumped forward 3 years. So no, you were not really under attack.
So that means in 2020 we will be?
I don't know.
Oh.
Here's what the Bible says. Jesus actually said these words. It says, the world hates you. Now this is Jesus right before he's going to his crucifixion. Okay? This is when he's just told the disciples, guess what? I'm going away. I'm going to be killed. They're like, no, don't leave us. Don't leave us. He goes, it's okay. I've got some reassuring words for you. And here they are. If the world hates you, okay, you understand that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love you its own. However, because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world hates you. Remember the word I spoke to you. A slave is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they kept my word, they will also keep yours. But they will do all these things to you on account of my name, because they don't know me, the one who sent me. So what is Jesus saying?
Go ahead. That means that if he does die, he has some reassurance. Sorry, excuse me. He has some reassuring words for them that maybe if he dies, that I don't know, he'll come back.
Okay, there are those reassuring words, but what did he say in that passage? If the world hates me, what's it going to do to you?
Love you? Oh.
It's going to hate you too.
It's going to hate you too. Now, what do we tell people when they come to Christ, right? You want to accept Jesus as your personal Savior? Don't we say life is going to be great?
Yeah.
Yeah? Everything's going to be good. Your life is going to be made so much better.
Don't expect your life to be better. That's a 60-inch.
So, don't focus on the TV.
Sorry.
What did Jesus just say? As Christians, what could your life be like?
Terrible.
It could be in the world's sense. Now the reality is why is that pastor over in India, why would he not stop preaching the gospel?
Because he loves God so much.
Even though he was being beaten to death, even though they were trying to pull his intestines out of him,
He was not giving up.
he wasn't stopping. Why wasn't he stopping?
Because he believes in God and knows that if he does die, that he loves God so much and he wants people to know about God, that if he's not shown that he's scared of him, because God wouldn't want you to be scared of him.
Okay. What were you say, Seth?
Oh yeah.
I was about to say that since he kept preaching, that he'd be saved.
Okay. Possibly. Possibly there's something to that, to keep preaching the gospel so you don't yield to that, see what God's going to do. I think it's more of his testimony.
Yeah.
How many people were impacted by the fact that this guy kept preaching, even as they were beating him to death? Can you imagine? Punched in the face. Jesus loves you. Punched in the face again, and your mouth's starting to swell. You're pulling blood off of your chin going, that blood, Jesus shed his for you as well. Punched again, kicked, hit, stabbed, cut, shot.
They had guns back then?
This is not that long ago.
Oh, you're talking about Indian dude?
Yeah. Understand what we're talking about when we talk about the underground church or the secret church. We're not talking about the first century. Did they have underground churches then? Yes. The church in the early church in around 100 BC or AD, excuse me, around that time, they were meeting in places that were underground. They were meeting in houses. Why? Because the Roman government came and said, you know what? You worship me. The emperor said, you worship me as a god or you die. And the Christians, what did they say? We only have one God, and that's God, Yahweh. The Jews said the same thing. We believe in Jesus. The Jews don't say that, but the Christians say, we believe in Jesus. We cannot worship anybody but him. We're not going to worship you. So by the thousands, they were nailed to stakes. They lined the road in Jerusalem with dead bodies for months of Christians. The Colosseums were filled with people that were mauled by lions. All right? They may not be feeding them the lions, but they're doing horrible things to Christians around the world, to those that believe in the Sudan and in Africa. And I'll be honest with you, and I don't mean it as complete, it's not hate speech, it's reality. Islam is a big factor in this.
Oh yeah.
Okay? Because Islam believes Islam is the only true religion. Either you convert to Islam or you die. And they're given license to kill. And there's not all of them. The American ones are not quite there yet. All right? But there are Muslims all around the world that they believe this. And if you're a Christian pastor, they are killing you. Or even worse, torturing you and doing things like that. Yeah.
This one kid at school said that I'm going to hell because I don't believe that Jesus was a prophet.
Well, he was prophetic, but he wasn't a prophet. He was the Messiah.
This girl, she said that she believes in God, but how will we know if Jesus is true when the Bible keeps constantly changing?
The Bible doesn't change.
That's what she said. I ain't say nothing. I said, you need to go to church.
It's a good answer.
Because she don't go to church.
That is a good answer. The Bible hasn't changed. Now, what they have done with the Bibles is they do new interpretations of it.
Yeah.
Because it's the same Bible. The message is still the same. Now, through archaeology and stuff like that, they found more recent documents that show original manuscripts. And all the manuscripts that we have are really, really close. It's a few words here or there that change, but the message itself hasn't changed in anything they found. The message is still consistent. God created the world. Man sinned. Man needed to be fixed. So God sent his only son, Jesus, to die for man. Because sin requires blood. And through that death, his burial, and his resurrection, we have salvation. So, the reason I brought you in here, the reason we did this tonight, is to just kind of give you a taste of what many Christians around the world have to experience. Now see, you guys come in, there's a bookcase full of Bibles. If that doesn't work, you can always pull out your phone. I mean, I didn't get to bring mine over here because I was arrested. My hands were bound, and according to the letter, Bibles are illegal. Luckily, I had a bootleg copy on my phone still, so I was able to use it. Yeah.
Is that really such thing as that there's Bibles getting deleted off the App Store?
Could be. There are countries where you cannot get it. Okay? China. Maybe one. The government is very controlling of what you're allowed to get on your phones over there. What you're allowed to do. They have a whole different Facebook over there even that is monitored completely by the government.
Act like that? You're too confident.
No. Why? What else would I do?
Tell him to leave you alone.
Why?
He's going to take you anyway.
I know. I don't know. I'd probably freak out because...
I probably was more standoffish than I would have been. I'd have been like, sure, let's go. Because the reality is, all right, let's go. Whichever. I'm glad you put them up front.
Yeah.
I really can't reach around back. You need like the handcuff extenders, you know. But so, I know it's sad. I can't even get arrested properly. Wait, I'm going to go to jail. But the reality is, for us as believers, it would be an honor to go to jail for the name of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it would.
It really would. Does that mean take me to jail, I'm ready to go? No, I don't want to go to jail. I'm too pretty for jail. I'm just kidding, I'm not.
I am.
I'm too wimpy for jail, though.
I'm too scared of jail.
Hey, boy, don't hit me. You know what I'm saying?
I'd cry the whole back of the cop car.
I would lose weight in jail because I'd be like, you can have it.
You sounded like the Pillsbury
I'd tell him to take me to
Doughboy.
Jacksonville because my nail would kill me.
So, but the reality is, as we were talking, there are churches around the world that the Bible, something we take for granted, something that we have 100 of that I could probably find you. I mean, how many pews do we have? Or we don't have pews, but how many chairs do we have? We have at least 100 and some odd Bibles in the worship center that we could go get. We have 20 to 25 in the youth room that we could go get. Most of us have an app on our phone that we can use.
Yeah.
There are countries in this world where the only Bible they have is a little piece of paper about this big. And it has 1 or 2 verses on it, and that's all they have. Do you know how much they cherish that piece of paper?
A lot.
A
They would
lot.
die for it.
A lot.
Would
All
they
right.
die for it?
There's a guy, David Platt, wrote a book called Radical.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal book. And he does Secret Church. Okay, it's an online thing. And it's very intensive. Because here's what happened. The first time he went to a church in Indonesia, they picked him up in a car. They drove him, and I'm going to get parts of the story wrong, but you're going to get the gist of it. They drove him to a certain point, dropped him off. He had to walk a little bit, go through this, meet somebody else, got put in another vehicle, got driven somewhere else, had to do something else, got blindfolded, and then taken to where the meeting was. He walked into a room packed full of people. It was a room probably not much bigger than our youth building. Matter of fact, this is a gorgeous space for us to have a secret church. But it was a room not much bigger than our youth building. And people were lined up in chairs, stools, just sitting around the outside of the building. In the middle of the room, there were no windows. In the middle of the room was a single light bulb hanging there. That was the only light they had. He walks in, he goes, all right, where should I start? They said, at the beginning. He began in Genesis 1:1 and began walking through the entire Old Testament. He was there about a week and a half to 2 weeks teaching and talking. Now these are people that are farmers. They had to leave their fields. They had to leave their homes to come get this education. They're not going to get it anywhere else. When they got to the end of the Old Testament, you know what they said? Can you stay longer and teach us the New Testament? Is this important to us? Because here's what we deal with here. We are spoiled. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We are spoiled. How many Bibles did I say we could get our hands on right now?
Probably about 100.
At least.
Probably.
Do I honestly have to worry about a police officer in the back of the room coming forward and arresting me right now?
No, because you have God.
No. Well, I don't have to worry about that. But legally, could a police officer come forward and arrest me right now?
Yeah.
No. Not for preaching the gospel.
What do you mean?
It's no reason.
Freedom of speech.
Oh.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
However, and your generation needs to hear this, all right? We're flipping things on its head in America, all right? The reality is you guys need to be ready to change and ready to fight. Not a physical fight, but a spiritual fight. And a political fight, unfortunately. Because what used to be allowed, what used to be okay, is no more. It really is. There was a judge in Texas, and the mayor issued an order that all the preachers in the town send in their transcripts from the past 6 months of their sermons, because the mayor had a task force that they wanted to look over their speeches for hate speech. What's considered hate speech?
Saying
you know,
because you're getting upset and I don't like it.
I was talking first,
What?
saying like.
I was too.
I was talking first.
I don't care.
you give me one example, then you give me an example.
Saying like, say I'm a Christian and say, like a Christian, I can say I hate Jews, and then like.
That would be true hate speech, yes. Now, what is it they were trying to prove was hate speech?
Let's talk about Jesus.
That was my turn.
Okay, what's your turn? And it's
Oh, no,
not
you
talking
can
about
just
Jesus.
go. 'Cause you want to keep
It's not talking about Jesus.
Did you answer? Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
Okay. Talking about that if you read about the Bible that you can go to jail for it.
No, not yet. What were they looking for? Joel, do you know? He's hidden. Jessica? All right, Christy?
Anything that can be offensive to someone.
Okay. I'm looking for more specific even.
Bruh.
All right. Typically, hate speech was against minorities. Originally, stop. When they originally passed the laws, anything that was said offensively or negatively against minorities, and I mean viciously, all right? Not just like, well, you're stupid. Oh, that's hate speech. No, that's not what I meant. All right?
I don't ever call
Stop. Listen, focus. Hey,
Yeah, but you called me.
A what?
that would be hate speech.
A what?
What you just said.
He called me a name.
Yeah.
But you
All right.
cuss.
And that's where but now here's where hate speech has gotten. For a pastor to stand up and say homosexuality is wrong, based on the Bible. For a pastor to say that transgender, gender identity, these things are wrong, is now considered hate speech.
Or talk.
Or can be considered as hate speech.
Or talk about race.
Or talking
Yeah,
about.
no, these are those. There are some that are real, but here's what I'm saying is moved from what really is to putting in anything Christian into it. Okay? And what is going to happen is you are going to see what we saw like tonight.
Yeah,
even though this was not 100% real.
Was he a real cop though?
He was a real cop. He's
100%.
retired now, yes.
I was about to say, he looks too old to be a cop.
No, he's not. He just retired. So,
Just? Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's not a
He
cop.
probably tore his hip about 4 times. And about
He still has a badge. He still has authority.
Oh.
He's like.
He still take you to jail?
Yeah, I'd keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
He's still here?
Yeah, because this is on video, and I'm going to show it to him.
I'm sorry.
This is Jordan.
I'm sorry.
Tell him where he goes to school, too. So.
Oh, no. I go to Williger.
KMS.
That's not a middle school.
I go,
This is youth.
I go to PK Young. That's where I go.
Here's what I want to do. We're going to go back over to the youth room real quick.
No.
Thank you. Can I go get water?
What's up with here?
Huh?
What's up with here? How about we do our Bible studies more here? This is awesome. What?
Wait, I just need to go to
Yeah, look how, oh man, what is that?
It's a shot that you don't know how to do.
What is this?
So what did y'all learn about Secret Church?
Huh?
What did y'all learn about the underground church?
That I'm going.
You go.
Yeah, I will.
Shut up. Go.
Think about it.
That
No, just
that
think about it.
I
Think
know,
about it. We're
but
gonna go
no.
over there. We're gonna go over there and talk about it. Think about it, and we'll talk a little bit more about how we should be with our beliefs and stuff. All right. So come on. Man. Get from my mama. My wife wrote it too.
And you made me run all over it and made Crispy almost have a heart attack.
I did.
Well, she had a little Yeah, 5. You said 1,000.
Boy.
Oh, is that a 60-inch?
Boy.
You trying to show off on camera?
Boy.
Hey, it looks like you're going to look for ghosts. You know how that like that camera?
Yeah. What is he doing? Yeah, and then you're gonna see the video of us coming over here. There's just gonna be like shaking because I'm running all over the place.
And no one in front of you.
With no one in front of me and going.
Smiling. And she was acting too calm. All y'all was acting too calm.
She was laughing. I was trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
I have the hardest time with that.
What's up with them?
Let's go. Y'all go.
You alright?
I'd like to see if they'll have to.
I do have a busted lip.
Wait, it's true. But not
There's like this like circle. Ow. This is why you can't tell me things. My mini M&Ms better be in here.
I could never do that to you.